Welcome everyone in our first video in cooking Jamaican food with a twist. So today we'll be doing Jamaican Indian tradition that most Jamaican Indians will know to do, but I'm sharing this recipe with you guys today because Jamaica has, apart from African, which is our most our natives in Jamaica. Jamaica is also made up of Indians, Chinese, and to some extent Arabs, which immigrated about 100, maybe 120 years ago. My great-grandparents came from India to Jamaica over 170 years ago. So the Jamaican Indian food is very different from Indian food in India. The curries are different. Our mix, our masala, our spices are from India, but the proportions we put compared to the Indians from India when they're cooking is much different. When I refer to Indian in our series of videos, I'm talking about Indians from Jamaica. If I need to speak about Indians from India, I will say India, I will say that. So we'll be doing today some Indian style, Jamaica Indian style curry chicken along with roti. The traditional Jamaican style roti. So before we get on that, I'd just like to say our series of videos will have traditional Jamaican food, oxtail, jerk chicken, roast fish, jerk fish, things like that. Rice and peas, potato salad. So we'll be doing main courses, we'll be doing in juices, we'll be also looking at appetizers, we'll be doing budget meals, we'll be doing a lot of vegetarian meals for those vegans. Yeah, we'll also be doing one pot meals, right? Like seasoned rice and different ones. Now, the food I will be sharing with you guys is traditional what my grandmother used to do and what my mom used to do, and also my father. Both were good chefs. And sometimes when we call it hard times, or coming down to the end of the week or the end of the month, you have to cook what's there. You scramble the fridge, you look what's in the cupboard, what's there, you make a meal. And I remember we had some days like that growing up. And one thing my mom, may God have mercy on her soul, she always makes sure we have something to eat. And we'll do some of those um, food, traditional food. We'll be doing it from the perspective of Indian Jamaican line where we will explore the different type of food. So let's get started today, guys. We'll be seasoning it. We'll be doing the curry chicken and the roti. So today we'll be so this is what we'll do. We'll season our chicken first. So I'm using a small chicken here, which we already washed with vinegar and water and drained. I'll be adding to it about a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper. I'm using some pink Himalayan salt, less than a tablespoon, right? Some garlic powder, and I don't really measure, I'm just telling you the measurement. I just fling in something and then, try to use. But for everyone, I'll put it in the description exactly what we're doing today. I'm also adding some Scotch bonnet peppers. Alright, I don't want it too spicy because of the kids. Adding some green onions, or always say scallion, this. In a foreign them call it green onion. And because this is a Indian Jamaican dish, we're using something called cilantro. It's very expensive in Jamaica. Or Indian people we say danya, right? So we're using some danya here. In North America or Europe, they call it cilantro or coriander, and a little fresh garlic, maybe a spoon, right? And also add in some chopped onions, right? And then we'll season this gently. Remember, this is the Indian version. Then we're going to season this. Make sure that everything gets in there. All the seasoning is incorporated. Yes, guys. So I do it the Yali style now, where we put, we're flinging everything in it, and you just work it in, because we want this, all the seasoning to go through. So we're going to cover this down. Ideally, if you do this and at least 1 hour before, half an hour before you prep it, or even the night before. We're going to cover this down. We have here 3 cups of flour. I've already put 3 cups of flour here. To that, we'll add about 1 tablespoon of baking powder. And as I say, we usually don't measure, but for our viewers, we're doing this. Then we're flinging some Himalayan pink salt, and I'm going to be using maybe about 2 tablespoons of butter, or if you have shortening, about 2 tablespoons of butter. We'll add this in, right? So I've already washed my hands. So we're gonna mix in this, guys. Just mix it in, mix in the butter, and then we'll add water. The dough we're making today, the traditional fried dumpling, this will be a little bit softer than that, right? So we'll be adding some water and knead. The dough supposed to be looking a bit soft like this. You see how it is? Right. And the butter in it is giving a rich smell. So I'm just cleaning the bowl here. Right, so good. So another tip here, guys, is when you finish, look, see the bowl, all the flour is gone. So another tip, guys, when you do this, having butter, we'll take a little vegetable oil and just pat it. It will work. So you get your dish towel, you cover that down. Today we're using the Indian curry to make the curry chicken. So my pot is on, and we'll be adding, it's about hot. We'll be using some coconut oil, right? We'll be using about, as I said, let me just estimate. I'm throwing some coconut oil here, about 3 tablespoons, 2 to 3 tablespoons coconut oil. And remember, a few pot. If you want flicking more coconut oil than that, flicking tea. If you want to use less, if you want to use butter, if you want to use ghee, if you don't want to even use oil because of some medical reason, you can throw in, mix the curry in some water and throw it directly in the pot. So meanwhile, the oil is being hot. We got fling in some onion, right? So we got about one small onion here. We'll saute that up, right? And we'll add some fresh garlic, about 3 cloves. Wow, the garlic and the onion smells so nice with the coconut oil. So we saute this up. We don't want it to burn. We just want it to be translucent. Remember, our chicken is already seasoned, right? So to this, we'll be adding the Jamaican curry. Sorry, we'll be adding the Indian curry, about 1.5 spoon. Guys, you notice it's a bit darker than the regular curry, right? So, and this, it's so full of oil. So we are adding this directly to the oil. We throw it in, and we are adding about a teaspoon. We'll be adding a teaspoon of saffron powder, right? Or turmeric. So we'll stir this up. We are stir it up, man. We are stir it up. Mix it up. Mix it up. Yeah, we're doing the yardie style. So we let this not burn. We'll saute it. We don't want it to burn. But when you put the spices directly in the oil, it releases all the fragrance, right? Um, so to that now, give it a start to pop. We're going to be adding some regular tap water, some water, maybe about a third or a quarter cup. We'll be adding that. So guys, here it is. I'm going to tip a little more water in it so the curry can cook. And Jamaican say, if you know, burn the curry, you're going to get run belly. We don't want nobody have no run belly over here. So we make sure the curry is cooked. And we added at least a little more than, about a little less than half cup of water. So when the curry becomes sticky like this, when the pot becomes sticky and almost dried out, then we'll add the meat, which we pre-seasoned. Remember the pre-seasoned meat? Right, so we'll add that now. We'll just fling it in the pot. Right, so this is how all the water is absorbed. All the water come out of the pot now. So I just go fling in the curry, the chicken, right? So this is a marinated chicken with everything. Getting all the seasoning, all the spices, everything out. Then we go turn it up, turn up the pot. So mix it in well, everybody. And sometimes if the pot is dry too much, you can add a sprinkle of water. Fling some water in there, a little bit. But I'm just going to lower the flame because, I'm going to rinse out this. Rinsing it out with maybe what? Two pots more, maybe one, a little water. So that will should get things on the way. All right. So we'll be working on the rotis now. Flour. For us, we're doing the, let me just cut this in two. So here we have it. So we cut this in two. So look on the consistency. You see how soft the flour is? So you'll be making, you cut the fruit dough in two, and we'll try and see how much. I'm making them really small because we're going to put in one on top of the other. And when you put that, then it will become big. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'll be getting five double roti, which is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So guys, so this is what we do. Make sure your surface is covered with a lot of flour. We don't want anything sticking. So we're going to be making what is called a loaf, right? I made them like these small balls. We'll be shaping this into a ball, right? Just like when you make dumplings. I'm making these small. So this is what we call loaf. In Indian terms, we say we're making a loaf. So we're making like, you know, we make Jamaican dumplings like this. So you take the flour, you push in the middle, you bring it in, and you try to close it. Then you pat it down, right? We're going to be doing this for all of them. So we roll it out like we make one boiled dumpling. We're going to get some of the butter, put it in between. Oh, and another tip to guys, we can put a sprinkle a little dry flour in it and cover it up. Right? So we cover that up. The reason for putting the dry flour in it is that it will cause when you're ready to open it, just cause it to separate. So simple, just roll it, roll out two of them, and then put in your roti from scratch. So you put that down. Let me just check on the correct chicken again. Okay guys, our chicken looks cooked. It's cooking great. We have some potatoes. Already cut some aloo. We call it aloo. This is some peeled potatoes, only two. Because of the, generally we don't put it, but because we're having the roti with it, I'm throwing in those two potatoes to allow it to cook. Down some more, right? I'm going to tip a little water in it, so because the potato is going to absorb the water. I'll add maybe a half cup of water to that, right? And allow the potatoes to cook in. So that is, you found one of these in the shop. Anybody knows what it is? It's an enamel cup. My grandma usually make. They had enamel plates, enamel bowls, even enamel spoons. So I found this stuff. I'm sure it's coming from India somewhere. So anyone can guess what I'm going to use this for the roti? Anyone knows what I'm going to use this for? Well, I'll keep you guys in suspense, right? So guys, the tawa is about, I'm going to turn it down. It's hot. So we're going to be rolling out the rotis now, right? So let me make some space here for the roti. So we have a big rolling pin. So always start with the first roti. This was the first roti because it's very soft now. So we're going to be, that was the last one. Let me put some more flour here. Right. So make sure your surface is floured. And well, when you're done, the whole you go flour up. If you want to put on an apron, do as you like. So we're going to be rolling out these guys. Make sure you're rolling pin. Let me see. Right. Put the camera at an angle where you can see the roti. Alright, so we're rolling out. Then you turn it the other way and you roll also. You keep turning it because you don't want it to stick, and make sure that your surface is always floured. You roll again. Now this rolling pin I have, because it's heavy, you don't need to put much weight on it. So let's flour back up the counter. So roll in again, and I can smell the butter in the roti. So it's about a plate size now. I'm going to make maybe about 2 more rolls, right? So you have it here, very thin now. We don't want it's not roll out dumpling we're making, eh? It's rotate. So guys, we have some tips. Another tip my mom taught me was that as soon as you put on a roti, you flip it. You don't wait. If you wait too long, all right. So this is how you roll it. Let me show you now. We're going on the tawa. So this is what the cup is for. So we're going to put some oil first. Make sure your tawa is oiled, and then we take up the roti. We dust off the excess flour, then we slap it on. If it didn't come out round, just round it up, right? So we have, at home you may want to use your egg turner or a dabbler. So as soon as you start to see it bubble up, you flip it, right? Then you're going to use, you don't have to use a cup. You can use a spoon. I have this fire on low. So when you do this, your hand is not. So you see start to swell up again, flip it again. Right? Then you oil it again. Alright? Generous amount of oil. The oil helps the roti also to cook. You don't want to give nobody anything raw. Then when you see the roti is turning here, you flip it again. Now you see the color of the roti? That's the color we're looking for. Right? That's the color we are looking for. So there's a little trick here, guys. This is where, remember I said it's 2 rotis we're making? So here it is. Ta-da! 2 rotis, right? So we're going to fold that, take it off, and And I've made already, I prepare a container with a dishcloth and some greaseproof paper. My roti is there. What do you guys think? So I'm going to cover the roti to keep it moist. That's another thing, guys. You have to keep your roti moist. I will add some roasted geera. So this roasted geera, you can get it in the packs to buy, or you geera or cumin. You call it cumin. It's we use the mortar and got it fine. Has some whole grains in there. Probably just throw it back in the mortar, guys. So I'm gonna fling it back in, and I just give it an extra grind. Wow, wow. Now for Indian food, you have to use jeera or cumin, or they say cumin. Yeah. So this is just before the curry is finished, right? If you don't have the Indian curry, get some of this, and it will make. But you have to parch it a little bit, not burn it, but parch it a little bit. You see how it's brown, and then we sprinkle it for the final, and then we just turn it up again. Or mix it up, mix it in. You're gonna add a little bit more water because the potatoes are absorbing the water. Then waiting time, guys. So this is the end result. Curry chicken, Indian style curry chicken, cilantro. Alright, the gravy. Oh wow, this smells so good. So having the jeera. So we put some aloo in there, some potatoes. So to give you something to eat. Not only chicken alone you have some potatoes there too. So you notice the curry is a bit dark, right? Darker than the regular Jamaican curry. But yeah, what we use is the Indian curry, right? So let's put some sauce, so you need to sop that up. It's so hot, man. Yeah. So you can have some white pepper sauce to go with it. So here we have some scotch bonnet, right? Some scallion, and then the roti. Now guys, the roti is coming. So it's in the container. Right, when we usually finish, we usually lock it over and cover your container. Right. So when you put this on the dinner table or whatever other bowl you have, right? So we've been serving the roti now. They're really hot. So we have the last two rotis here. So we're gonna roll it. Then you cut it. And these rotis are thin, very thin. So if you're gonna be eating maybe one, that's one roti. This is two, maybe about three of them. Wow, they're so buttery, so soft. So I'm gonna load this plate and let's see. Sorry that you guys not here, but I'm sure you guys will be trying this at home. Right. Look how soft. It's hot, really hot. Look how soft it is. Let me know in the comments, guys, how you like it. Ooh. And soon we'll have some more different types of rotis. If you like, enjoy it. I'm sure you're not going to enjoy it like how I'm going to enjoy it now. Right. So there we have it, guys. You can put a little more cilantro on the plate. So this is it. This is what you've been waiting for. Huh? This is, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm really smelling just like how we usually have it. There it is. Now, tell me, is this the real deal? Huh? Have it all the angles you want. Hmm. All the angles. That Scotch bonnet pepper will just give it. Alright, let me try it. I'll tell you how it is. I know you guys mouth watering. Just like how my mom used to make it. Mm. And that's just the sauce alone. Get some of the Scotch bonnet in it. Wow. Mm. Guys, look how soft the roti is. You just taste piece of the meat. Mm. The Scotch bonnet, it gives it a kick. I need some water now, guys. Yeah, water. So, again, if you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell button for notifications. Thank you for being with us. God willing, see you next time. See you guys and the food wicked narrative. Bye.